Okay. Sorry, Marina's here. She's good. She's sleeping. I tuckered her out. I played with her a lot and gave her the remainder of the carrot.
Yeah, please remember to remove the device.
Yeah.
Okay, let me start the financing.
Thanks. I love you too. Thanks.
Good morning, Maurice. How are you?
Good. Tired. Huh. Did not.
Already?
Huh?
Did you make it to the gym already?
I did. That didn't
Good.
help, but I made it. One of those nights that I woke up and to use the bathroom at 2:30 and I just couldn't go back to sleep.
Oh,
So
that sucks.
technically I've been up since 2:30.
Yeah, dang.
What is this? Geo agent chat. Is that the Geo I'm thinking of?
No, I asked Travis too. It's a different geo in Colorado.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, say what? But no, it's not. I think it's a guy, he's trying to join the team in Colorado.
Oh,
Yeah.
another Geo. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Not a
but if he
common name.
joins, then you can tell Geo, hey, we got another one on our team. Yeah. Let's see, what time is it? 8 o'clock. Where's Kevin?
Is it just me and Kevin
We'll see if Sam jumps on too.
for your mentees?
Mm-hmm. I've got Judith and Brian. Gerard is technically one, but he always sleeps.
Oh, I should be doing that right now.
Yeah. Hey, Kevin, how are you?
Morning, I'm good.
Good. Okay, so let's just do quick check-ins with everybody. How you guys feeling, doing? Give me a scale 1 to 10. Anyone can go first.
Maurice can go first.
Well, sorry, I'm eating breakfast right now. Tired, like I explained, but other than that, amped, fired up, ready to go. Ready to bang out the 90-day challenge in all areas. And got 3 showings today. Gained another client yesterday. Gonna do a showing
Okay.
today.
Tell me about it. Where'd they come from?
They came from a referral.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually called me and they're looking for a short-term rental in Waikiki.
Okay. Okay. And that's the 3 showings today or for someone else?
So I want them and I got 2 showings.
Your internet is kind of splotchy.
It is all messed up. I am just messed up today. Internet too is shutting down on me.
Oh no. Okay, well that's exciting. Your video's frozen and your voice is a little robot-y, but we got you.
All right, am I back now? Am I clear?
It's blurry, but I can see you, yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, Kevin, give me what's up to speed now that we've got the new job, Kevin.
Feeling good. Back on track since I left the other job. So just going back under your wing and trying to learn as much as I can.
Okay, cool. Did you complete reaching out to all of your SOI just to let them know that you have your real estate license?
Yeah, they all know.
Okay, good. Awesome. I think I would like to get you onto the team and just kind of fire hose you for the first 3 months and see how you do. And then I think that'd be a really good like push start to go. And then we'll kind of know from there. So hopefully we can get you plugged in next week. Okay, well, I have Brian next to me. So Brian Hirano is an amazing loan officer.
Hey,
And-
What? Are you at home? What's up, Bram?
Yeah, we're at Brian's
He's at
house.
your house?
She's at my house.
Mhm.
Oh, where's my invite?
You live on the wrong side of the island, Maurice.
No, no,
Yeah.
no, the other way around.
Yeah, so we're just wanting
So-
to check in and get loan info today and kind of what he's seeing in the marketplace. He just opened another escrow yesterday, so I'll let you have the floor.
Yeah. Hi guys, good morning. Bright and early bird gets the worm, right? So congratulations on being here on this platform today with your amazing mentor. So I have the honor to share a little bit about the market conditions. So we're definitely still seeing volatility in the rates. Rates are still, high and elevated. What I've noticed personally is that it's definitely shifted back towards a seller's market.
Mhm.
And that's not due to the rates or anything. It's really due to the lack of inventory. And what's happening right now is that because the rates are elevated, the current homeowners that would be sellers, they were hesitant to, sell their home because then they would have to get a new mortgage, right? And they most likely refinance at a much lower rate. And so they don't want to miss out on that. So they were kind of holding back. But I think now the sellers / buyers are realizing, well, this is the reality. Then let's try to, get as much as we can. So what I've noticed is that there's a lot more back and forth, like, because I do a lot of seller buy downs, right? So a lot of negotiation happens with me, with the agent, with the listing agent, and it's a lot of back and forth, but I'm seeing maybe, double the amount of interactions that I have to go through, more work that I have to put into to make sure that we negotiate the proper deal. So that indicates to me that it is shifting back towards a seller's market. In certain markets, maybe not Hawaii yet. Hawaii usually lags maybe a month or two behind the national market. But on the national end, what we're seeing is that buyers are waiving contingencies again.
Mhm.
Right? Home inspections, appraisals, so that's an indication for sure that in the next month or two during the peak summer months, it's going to be a tough market, again, and tough, not as in like people, convincing people to buy or now is the right time, but tough getting your offers accepted.
Mhm. Multiple offers.
Yeah, multiple offers, cash offers, bidding wars, we're back at maybe 2021, 2022.
Mhm.
So just be prepared for that. And it's a really great time to hone your skills in communication, in being coached, in being accountable, in, in all the skills that you need as a successful professional in real estate. So I think, just work on your just personal development, work on, whatever you're working on, at the moment. Maybe it's just cold calling, or maybe it's, knocking doors or whatever it is. Just make sure you're winning your own battles every single day. Okay. So that's kind of my thoughts. Something really cool that just opened up or popped up yesterday is so I work for CCM, Cross Country Mortgage, and we are actually doing a in-house down payment assistance new loan program. It's called Start Smart, and it's for first-time home buyers. There are income qualifications, there are limits and all that, but basically it's the CCM, Cross Country Mortgage, will give the buyer up to $4,000 extra towards their down payment.
That's cool.
So that's cool. Now, City and County of Honolulu also has a down payment assistance program, and that's up to $40,000. But that's a
For
loan.
that, for that, That was what they had a while ago, like over a
They've
year
had
ago.
this for a while. They've had this program for a while, but they every single year they don't use up all of their funds.
Oh, because it's basically they have so out of it right now. They they're gonna offer it until they run out, right?
Yeah, so it's first come, first serve, and every single year they're budgeted certain amount of money. It's federal money, and if you don't use it, then the city and county just just gives it back, or they just recalculate their budget.
I thought it'd be you know.
Go on by now.
Yeah. It's a great program. It's a great program. I've used it multiple times on different clients, and it's really helped them significantly. Now it is a 0% loan. It's not a grant. It's not free money per se. It is still a loan, but interest rate is 0%. And also if you it's calculated as a 20-year loan, but if you make 10 years of on-time payments, then they forgive the next 10 years. So you basically get 20,000 for free.
So if you guys want, he can email this over so you have like it written down, but this is a huge educational piece that you should be sharing on social media or email blast or whatever, because a lot of people just don't know it exists.
Yeah. So yeah, there's really great tools. And I think right now, what I'm personally doing to try to differentiate myself from my competition and to stand out is, just staying true to my authentic self in terms of as a professional. And so, my whole thing is about storytelling, right? So my whole thing is about, let me help the clients tell their story in the form of home ownership. And that's what I've, always done, always said. And so, whether that's, through video or through, emails or whatever it is, I'm always just, working on, making that even more, creating more depth in that category. That is that is what I do, as a storyteller. So, I think, I think that's what I'm doing for myself, and how I'm doing it and what specifically I'm doing is in this market is that I'm intentionally taking things a lot slower. So before, for example, if I would have a lead, I would call them, I would try to get an application right away on the phone. But now that's not working because people are not fully convinced yet that they should be buying now. Which means that we have to take our processes and slow it down a little bit. That doesn't mean like running around in circles. There's a difference, and you need to know when to cut your resources and say, well, that's not a good lead, but when you have a good lead and you have that trust built up and it just takes a while, like just make sure you have patience and you take things a little bit slower. But even if you're taking it slower, you need to be more intentional about every single step. Yeah.
So what does that look like? Yeah. I guess it's you're speaking. Go ahead, Maurice.
Am I all like broken up?
I can hear you, but your video is frozen.
Okay. Like what's stopping, what are you hearing on your end as far as people being hesitant to actually pull the trigger on?
Yeah, so I work with a lot of military and also first-time home buyers, and sometimes a combination of both. So for my military folks, my VA folks, what I'm hearing a lot is that because they have the option to live on post, right? They're just saying, you know what, the rates are crazy, Hawaii is expensive, this and that. So I'm just going to live on post. They've already kind of made up their mind, coming into Hawaii. And so, the people that have been here maybe about a year that I contacted last year, now they're maybe starting to think about buying, but the people that are just coming in, they're already thinking about renting. So for those people, it's just a long leash. I say, hey, can I follow up with you like every 3 months or so? Check in,
Mhm.
and then really start kind of like being more intentional about the 9-month mark of their lease. And so for first-time home buyers, what I'm doing is I'm front loading a lot of value in the information and education that I give on the front end,
Like that first
the
conversation.
first conversation.
Yeah, you're making it super clear. I'm an expert. I'm a really valuable resource to you, and let's continue the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And however that looks like for you, like you have to figure that out and you have to find your authentic voice in that. But for me, it's my presentation that I do, that I send them, I show them, a standard offer versus a seller buy down offer versus a low ball offer, and then show them, hey, there's different ways that we can structure the financing. So it's up now. So just front loading a lot of value on the front end and trying to stand up. And I think a lot of the responses that I get from other realtors, other clients regarding lenders is that it seems like lenders are very bad at responding.
Yes.
And I don't know why that's such a big problem. Like it's so
Mhm.
easy to send a text message back, call back or something. I mean, it's common sense, but I mean, I almost maybe have it too easy to stand out
Yeah.
in that market, but nonetheless, like that's not the standard that I'm trying to work off of. I'm working off of my own standard. So long story short, front loading a lot of value information wise, and also just whatever that looks like for you. And that's maybe something you and Marina can talk about, is what value proposition do you have as a person, as an agent,
Mhm.
and then figuring out how to market that and incorporate that into your processes, right? So that's what's going to make you stand out. It's basically creating your brand.
Yeah. And I think that just goes to show like the importance of setting an appointment to say, can we just jump on a Zoom call? It's educational, totally no pressure. I'm not asking you to make any decisions, but I just want to share with you what to expect when you're ready. And we're just walking them through that timeline, right? Here's what I do for you as an agent. So we're explaining our value. We're going to walk them through the Hawaii marketplace if they're not familiar, show them our neighborhood expertise. These are what we see in these areas. This is what our team knows to be true, blah, 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 blah. And then that's where the follow-up 9 months later, you're still touching point with them. You're checking in periodically, but we're not asking for anything. So for me, it's the weekly newsletter. I get a lot of clicks on those because it's just entertainment and it's a lot of value for them. They're learning the market. They're seeing that I'm active in real estate. And then when it comes time, there's no question. They already know they're going to work with me, but it's just a matter of when they're ready, So it's like the unsell. Absolutely. We're just advisors.
Sorry, I want to take her out to pee.
You want to show her real quick?
Yeah, sure.
She's 6 weeks or 7 weeks?
7 weeks about to turn. This is my new daughter. I have a new family member.
I came to say hi.
Yeah.
She's so cute.
Oh, man, that is such a commitment right there.
It is, yes. And I immediately realized that.
Yeah, so cute.
I'm gonna just take her out to pee, but I think that's pretty much what I have to share.
Yeah.
And I'll toss the baton back to Marina.
Yeah, I think that's really good. And again, it's just, that's how he runs his business. And that's how we also as agents run our business. Is great. You've expressed interest, but you're not ready yet. Let's at least have a conversation, lead with value, over deliver on value, and then the long-term follow-up. Because a lot of the leads that we get, either it's open house or a VA loan or whatever, a Google pay-per-click ad, like sometimes they're a year or two out, and that's really just building the pipeline in the long term. Kevin, do you have any questions about that? I don't know if he's still there.
I'm still here. I'm just
Okay.
getting ready, brushing my teeth, but I'm listening.
Yeah. So really, and then just market knowledge too. So I was listening to the Tom Ferry podcast this morning. They have coaches over there and they're saying in Boston, they're having 30 offers and a home went for 200,000 over asking. Silicon Valley, 400,000 over asking, which is insanity. But it's just that, like what Brian was saying, the summer market in the mainland has hit. It's coming here next. We're going to see it probably throughout fall. And so really for us, if we have an active buyer, you're setting the expectation of, hey, we can't do the same thing we were doing 2 months ago. We need to come in pretty aggressive. Are you willing to pay over? Are you willing to add an appraisal clause if that's what it takes? Are you also willing to maybe waive inspection and just say it's for informational purposes only if the main gut of the home is good, right? And then Maurice, for your investors, it's going to be a little bit different. You know, like how do we switch it up in this season? We might not be able to get everything we could before. And so setting that expectation to the investor too. Their margins are going to get smaller right now during the summer. Yeah.
Yeah, they're already seeing that
Mhm.
based on all the properties I've researched for them and relayed, the information.
And when
The
you're
other
advising
side
someone,
is not. Yeah, the
yeah,
other side, they're not giving in, they're holding strong.
yeah. And for some people, like asking over is a no, like, no, I don't want to do that. It's not worth it for me to offer over, right? But if we can show them an appreciation analysis, which the lender can pull for us, you can say, wait, okay, your goal is to hold this for at least 5 years, right? Like, is that the plan? And they're probably gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna live here for at least that, or I want to hold it for at least 5 to 10 years. Okay, well, let's look at what the potential appreciation is based on a general historical rate of 5 to 7% every year in Hawaii. And then also backing it up with that text message to say, did you know Hawaii's #1 in equity the last 6 months with that news article? That's huge. And that's just a validator to say, okay, it is safe to invest in Hawaii. I know it's going to be a solid marketplace, regardless of the rates going up and down. Hawaii is a super strong place to hold my money and invest in. But for those
Think,
first investors, it's a little challenging.
that just brought something to light. I guess at any point or at some point, just bring me up to par on like what information we can get from a lender to like show that type of stuff.
Oh yeah, so appreciation analysis.
I've never done anything like that.
Yeah, so Brian can do it for you later today. If you send him a property and be like, hey, we're thinking about offering over on this, like, can you run an appreciation analysis? It's like a couple of graphs that show you how it's going to grow in value and potential appreciation. And then you can even do a rent versus buy analysis to say, okay, if I'm renting for 3 years, I'm going to be negative, 100,000 if I'm spending 3,000 a month. Or the first couple of years of home ownership, I'm not really making money yet, right? Especially on a VA loan where you have a 3% funding fee on top of your loan. So your loan value is actually more than the purchase price, right? You're going to be in the negative the first couple of years. That's why I tell clients, you cannot tell me you're going to sell in 2 years. Like, you're not allowed as my client. If you are, we're going to be underwater, right? But if you can hold it 3+ years, here's where we start to make some progress, right? Equity is going up. You've also paid down the principal some. We're seeing positive margin. And really, that's just the over education of a client. We're not forcing them to do anything, but they see for themselves the numbers right in front of us. And it's a good just value add to the back of it. Yeah. Yeah. Any questions about that?
Nope. I just gotta learn what value we can offer and start adding that.
Yeah, and it's not all on you either.
Awesome.
So that's the power of the group text that I love doing with Brian and our clients too, is we have a 3-way text with me, him, and the client. I'm talking about the market, but anytime there's a number question, he's quick to respond. Okay, here's what you need to know. I'm going to email this over to you. And it's just like automated. He knows his role, I know my role, and we can just jam and jive. Yeah. So if you were working with a lender that doesn't do that, there's a huge poke to them to be like, hey, my other lender does so-and-so. How come you're not doing this? Absolutely. Yep. Okay. One other thing I wanted to add is like, how do we reach out to people who already own and potentially get listings, right? That's like the big thing. We obviously have record low inventory. How do we drum it up? It's like a constant thing. Also, what I heard on the podcast was this idea to like, say your auntie owns a home. She's lived in it for at least 10 years. You take a screenshot of her property on Zillow with a Zestimate, and you're going to send it to auntie and say, hey, Zestimate, like I was just randomly browsing on Zestimate and they said your home is worth XYZ. What do you think of that cost? Do you think it's correct? And they're probably going to say, no, I don't think it's correct. Or yes, I think it's correct. But it just opens the door for a conversation. And they'd be like, okay, well, I'm happy to run a CMA for you, just so you know, just for informational purposes. Send them over the proper CMA with the actual information. Oh my gosh, did you notice that homes are selling in less than 15 days in your neighborhood? And they're like, on average, they're selling at X amount over or whatever. Like you can just come up with what that data market looks like. And then as you do that too, you've already pulled the CMA for that house. Pull 20 CMAs for everything surrounding that house and mail them to those homeowners. We already have the property owner's information in city and county. So you know their name, you know their address, and just mail them out. Like, hey, as a service to my past client or my friends and family, I'm reaching out to their neighbors and wanted to let you know your home value as of today. What do you think? And I can help you guys formulate what that letter looks like. but it's like, this is a no-brainer. You're gonna be talking to 21 people in one day with just these letters, right? And if you do that one a day, that's 100 people a week. Like, you can't not get results. So I think we should all try it. I know for sure we have 300 of past Ferris team clients. We need to be doing this too. I was like starting to poke last week with them just to like drum up annual equity reviews and got crickets. Like, it just didn't work. So I think we should try this estimate screenshot and see if that drums up some interest. By
I'm
text
in.
message. Yeah, but
I'm
I need
in.
help. I need help. So
No,
if we
yeah,
can do that,
I'm 100% in. Like I said, just it's not lack of motivation. It's just a little bit of direction. Point me in the right path.
yeah. So
And
we
I
can
got
do
an
on
awesome
Zoom.
new printer now, so I'm ready to jam.
Yay. Yeah, so we can do like a couple together on Zoom, and then I'll just give you a list and be like, okay, here's 20 people for the week. Reach out to all of them and all of their neighbors, and then we'll like hold each other accountable. By Friday, we'll hit a bunch and see what kind of comes of it. And then absolutely, if we get a response, that's your listing, and we just take a team split. Like win, win, win. Yeah. Kevin, for you this week, I think priority is, are you all up to speed on all the trainings, like all of the EXP stuff, right?
I think so. The only thing I need to do is the inside real estate thing, the little modules.
Inside, oh, that's KV Core. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and go through the quick start guide just so that you get familiar with a CMA and how to manage clients in there. But then next week, I'm going to plug you into Sierra, which is our Ferris team CRM. So you'll be doing a whole new set of education, but it's a good like 101 to do the inside real estate one.
Mm-hmm.
And you mentioned to me that you wanted to post on social media, right? Like that's the plan.
I'm open to trying it out. Yeah.
So why do you say try it out and not do it?
Like I don't mind doing it, but I don't think I'm capable. I mean, I'm pretty sure I am because I've never really posted a lot of like content like you do before. I was
That's
never
okay.
really that kind of, person on social media.
Yep. Everyone has a day one. When I started Instagram, I wasn't that person either.
And it's like it's kind of like kind of nerve-wracking to be like in front of the camera and making videos and then finding someone to edit it for me.
That's thinking too much already. So literally you can just create text on a note, screenshot the note, and that becomes your content. The point is we're educating, we're entertaining, and we're just being ourselves. So you go through life every day. You eat breakfast, you go shopping, you check out places wherever, like you're experiencing Hawaii life on the daily, and you can post that to your stories. Like, absolutely. And you just have to get familiar with the app and figure out, okay, these are the types of fonts I like to use, or this is the type of music I like to use. And just the more you do it, the more confident you're going to get, but it's going to be 60 days of pain until you're comfortable.
Okay.
So are you willing to be uncomfortable for at least 2 months and put effort in?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to hold you accountable.
I tell you what, Kevin, if I can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Because I came from an anti-social media mindset. So if I'm doing it, guarantee you can do it.
Yeah.
We all
there you go.
I'm still
Yeah.
struggling.
You're
I'm
still
still struggling,
struggling,
don't
but
worry.
but you're getting quicker, right? The more that you post to stories, it becomes quicker.
Yeah, it's quicker it's quicker in the sense of I'm learning how to use the app more efficiently, and it is becoming more comfortable.
Yes. Yep. So keep it up, 3 stories a day minimum, and then 1 to 2 posts per week would be amazing. And then over time, you're going to start to build this portfolio and social proof that you're a real person. You really love living in Hawaii. Like, real estate is a solid place to invest. Look at all the social proof I've built for you. And you're just so much more credible than the agent who can't be found online. Like, that's number one. That's the bar you have to meet to just be an agent today. So Kevin, you just need to build your online presence.
And I will add this to what Marina's saying. I've had clients that said, "Oh, I saw you on Instagram and I realized you were real." I was like, "Oh, okay. We spoke on the phone, like,
I'm not a
I
robot.
sent you videos and like we've even met in person, but then they need to see that proof."
You have a life. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it doesn't mean that you need to share everything. Absolutely not. We're not like talking about drama and gossip and like bringing our character down, but we're just showing up as a professional, and just showing that you're real and you're fun. Like that's the biggest thing. Okay, let's check in for open houses real quick. Maurice, did you find one to sit?
Not this weekend because I have stuff to do this weekend. So
Okay.
I will check what's available this week.
Okay, cool. And then Kevin, are you sitting one?
I'm not this week at least.
Okay, so even if you're not sitting one, are you working on Sunday at all with your other job, or are you open?
Actually, I'm about to go to the orientation to see what it's about. So
Okay,
yeah.
what is the new job? Where are you at?
So it's a 1099 kind of job, like where I work on my own time. That
Mhm.
frees up time for me to like focus on real estate as well.
Okay.
Yeah, just delivering like auto parts, that's all.
Oh, that's easy. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Maurice used to be a mechanic, so that's good. And if you need any help. No, I think that's good. And then that's also network, right? Especially if you're going store to store and you're delivering stuff around the island. That's a
Yeah.
great way to expand the people that we're talking to every day and asking them about their electric bills. Hey, has your electric bill been crazy lately? Or how's your home doing? Blah, 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 blah. And just, you can pass out your business card at the same time.
Yeah.
But I would say on Sunday, if you're available, even if you're not sitting in open house, try to 2 or 3 or 4. Again, just market knowledge. If someone picked up the phone and called you today and say, hey, tell me what's going on in like Waikane or something on the east side, are you going to know what that area is and what the market's like? Like, are you checking the hot sheets every day on MLS? Do you understand how inventory is moving right now? What's your favorite listings of the week? Like, we should just be super familiar with what's coming on the market. And then go from there. And document it on social. Give us home tours. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Well, that's
What
it.
is what's your schedule like, Kevin?
Honestly, I'm not sure yet. I saw
Oh.
I'm going to the orientation this morning. I'm gonna ask them how everything works as far as schedule and all that.
Yeah, okay, find that out and then let us know. Let's for sure, both of you guys, I want you sitting open houses at least once a week. If you can do 3, gold star. And then we'll work on doing all those CMAs for everybody too. That will be a big chunk of it. My birthday is next Wednesday. I'm gonna have a lunch if you guys want to join me Wednesday for lunch. I'll send deets. I gotta find a restaurant.
Okay.
And then what else is going on? Oh, today, 10 o'clock a.m. is the EXP State of the Union. If you guys want to tune into that, it'll be really good just so that we know what's coming up with the company, and kind of some inside scoops, because agents are talking all the time. I just had a call yesterday with an agent on Maui. She found my YouTube channel, wanted to follow me and like get connected as a mentor, but she's just got licensed. And so she's in the process of like interviewing brokerages. I should be able to say, here's why EXP is so special. Here's what we have coming the next 6 months that's exclusive to our company, like our exclusive deal with Realtor.com, like Curbio, like all these other affiliate businesses that we're partnered with, Success Magazine, like coaching, all of this comes with our company, and just be super confident about it. So I think that'd be good if you guys can join that Zoom. Kevin, if you can't, no worries. We'll try to find the recording. But yeah, that's it for today. And then Maurice, if there's anything this afternoon you want to talk with. What?
That does remind me. I saw like something about EXP having what is that thing called? Like the AI chat.
Oh, I don't know.
Did you look into that?
ChatGPT?
Yeah. Like EXP has it available now for us.
I don't know. Do you want to look into it and report back?
Okay. Yeah, I've been meaning to, but then I was like, oh, since you just said what's new, that reminded me like, oh, does anybody know about that?
Well, we'll see if they bring it up today on the meeting at 10. And then if not, I would jump into Workplace and see if you can search it up and see what threads are going on. I'm sure there's something. Yeah.
Yep, can do.
Cool. Okay, well, ping me if anything else. And I was gonna say, Maurice, this afternoon I'm open. My calendar's open. I just have a couple interviews, but if you wanted to jump on a Zoom, I'm happy to and one-on-one with you. Okie dokie.
We'll be in touch.
Bye, guys.
Okay,
Bye.
Bye.
thanks. Okay, Brian.